Hello, 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 all my lovelies. How are we doing? Yes, Papa, I'm here. The spinning circle thing was who knows. I'm here. I can see myself. Croc, can you not see me? Am I like MIA? I'm just talking to myself. Hmm. Well, let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, cool. I'm still here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So, what order shall we? What order shall we cover things in? You know what? Let's go. Let's go with the great news first. First and foremost, the great news is after all the upset of the stream the other night and everything going on, we have found Jason Sage. He is safe and with his parents at this point, getting the help he needs. Hey, Tex, let me send you the link, Tex. Since you started half of my crankiness today. But we did find, well, not we, but they were able to find Jason, and he is with his family and getting the help he needs. So there was a good outcome after all of that. So yay. Paul, you missed the last stream. I don't know if you were in Stone Vet's stream when he put it up about a National Guardsman that was missing. He is, I'm close to the family. I worked with the dad, and he went missing on January 3rd. Nobody knew he was missing for a week until the National Guard unit called and said, like, hey, he didn't show up for drill. And then we all went looking for him. He had a playlist up. Oh, hold on. Text has arrived. Let's add text. There's text.
Hello. Check.
Hey, he had a Spotify playlist saying My Final Act. It was all not good songs. He had already been gone for a week by the time and had a jump on us. But he has been found.
Oh.
He has been found. And I think Tex and I both were very happy because neither one of us thought that would be the outcome.
Nope.
With everything that was going on in the mental health issues and PTSD and how long he had been missing before we knew. But he was found, and he is getting the help he needs with his family. So, happy news on that. Yay.
Yes. Very, very happy news. Thank God.
Yes. So happy news. Happy news. So, there has been so much going on. So much. And I am in a mood.
That's good because Angry Vet is a moron.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten that far yet. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I mean, like we might as well explain part of why this stream's titled what it is. I was cleaning because for some reason small children leave more of a mess than a Category 5 hurricane.
Well, they do bob for ducks, so.
Just because she bobbed for ducks and knocked one of her teeth out of her mouth, I don't know what to tell you, okay? We have banned rubber ducks.
Oh, man.
Your nephew's in love with her, so I don't know what to tell you. Bobbing for ducks may become problematic in your house, too.
We'll see.
But oh well.
He lost his first tooth the other day, and he was super happy about it, and I'm assuming that's...
He just lost his first tooth? She's got, like, we've knocked several out of our head. Hi, Mayor Wrench. Hi, how are you feeling? So, I was. The hurricane's cleaner than mine. Hey, Erica. Yeah. So, yeah, a hurricane would probably be cleaner, except it had been 15 minutes. And those stupid polar beads that you have to iron and they melt together. There was like 5,000 of them on my floor. Because Micro thought it was fun to pour them from one container into the other. Like a quarter of them made it into the other container.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was great. Why not? Like, I was not. So, hello, Dana. Oh, yes. Before I forget. I don't want to be rude. Hold on. Before I forget. Texas Mama. Hello, my love. Hello, Dana. Marench, Raven, Papa. See, I didn't even have to call you Papa. Anubis, Paul. Paul, I'm sorry. You're going through some health things. If you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Erica, I actually have something funny for you that I have to tell you. Text on. He's up here with me. Parson, hello, darling. Let me make sure. I think I've gotten everybody. See, Ellen, hey. Not then we have the croc squirrel. Raven. Parson, I gotta make sure I get everybody real quick. Okay, I think I got everybody. I think. If I missed you, I'm sorry. It wasn't my intent. Not my intent. But I'm trying. Okay. You can deal with beads, even glitter. Yeah, you know, Anubis. So we had that problem too. And it was always the Aaron's thinking putty. Because it would get like set down on the carpet and then it ends up in the carpet. And yeah. But just so you know, Aaron's thinking putty and that stuff, you just if you take a putty knife and you just scrape the majority of it off and then dump 98% rubbing alcohol on it, it dissolves it and you can just blot it right up. Yeah, I've had to remove it from carpet quite a few times.
That's crazy.
So you're I didn't tell. I just said I have something for you to tell you, but you'll find it funny. Yeah, so the Aaron's putty and the silicone-based ones, rubbing alcohol will dissolve them. Just remove the majority of it. Pour on rubbing alcohol, and you can just blot it right out. I've had to remove it from pillows, carpet. It sucks when it gets on the cats. Anubis, I can't help you with that. Erica says I need to know. Oh, Erica. So funny story. Your genius. Yes. Sarcasm font. Underline, stars, sarcasm. Your genius sibling that got himself a judge to recuse himself and then thought it was like really, 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 really funny to keep doubling down. I had a really lovely discussion with both clerks for Shackelford and Slavin. And I've talked to them both. And with the Michigan state investigators. So he's not getting away scot-free with that one. They were real happy. He left a bunch of obnoxious comments on things, and they were really happy because I willingly gave over my YouTube login. So they didn't have to try and get a subpoena to get a true and correct copy of things. Ha! Because why not? It's like I am like the chaotic evil over here most days. Almost all the days I am the chaotic evil, but hey, why not? What can I say? But yes. So I actually have a phone call with them tomorrow because he was posting some really rude and obnoxious things, and I don't have the patience. I just don't care. I don't like people enough to care. But so back to what I was saying. I was cleaning up the 9 million goddamn polar beads. And I happened to see that Tats was live. Now, Tats is not a big fan of mine, is my understanding, and that's fine. People don't have to be. I'm okay with that. But I was just like, oh, I wonder what's going on. I'm going to just like throw this up. And it happened to be like 15 minutes before the end of the stream. And what do I walk into? A screaming match between Angry Vet and Tex. Like an all-out screaming match. I don't think I've ever heard somebody call each other stupid more times in like 4 minutes. Okay? Literally. It sounded like I was listening to Micro argue with her sibling, going, "You're a poopy head. Nuh-uh, you are." Like, it was literally, oh my God. I can't. I can't. See, Alan, impossible. He's a stable individual. Well, if that was a definition of stable, I need to like drink more. Because what? Oh, Paul, it's still up, but not only is it still up, don't worry, I'm going to pull part of it up. Because we're going to go through some of these comments. We're going to go through some of these arguments, okay? And we're going to do things like explain what a logical fallacy is.
You want judges to interpret laws? Fucking moron.
We're going to discuss things like logical fallacies and techniques of propaganda and why certain things work.
Yes,
and what in God's name are you trying to achieve? Okay? If you want to argue, I'm going to need you to come correct, okay? I have a high bar. I have a real high bar when it comes to the arguing. Because I tell people in my chat all the time, like, let's not just resort to name calling, because that doesn't get anybody anywhere, and then you've resorted to being a 6-year-old.
Hey,
but
sometimes I enjoy being a 6-year-old.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, but that we looked at that, jumped that shark, and kept going. Okay, y'all were at SeaWorld. You were at the shark reef at the Mandalay Bay, jumping every shark you could find, alive or dead.
Well, it's because he kept saying stupid stuff.
Again, I literally was just sitting here going, "What are we doing? Why? Why are these the things coming out of it? What are we doing? What? No." Okay. No. Hi, Bubba the Bird. Hello, darling Bubba the Bird. How are you? I was just like, what are we even doing? Another thing that occurred on that stream, which I was highly amused by, was there was an argument going earlier in the stream. But between Vegas Vips and Tats. Yeah, that was going on. And we had an entire argument between them on what public property was. And if you can stay, and if other people are there, does that make it public? Because they're doing this, like, what are we all doing? And, like, there is not enough alcohol to make that stream make sense. Some of these arguments, literally, some of these arguments,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, what are we doing? What are we even arguing? But I've solved some of this problem, okay? So one of the things that we're gonna do, they're not here yet, and I'm gonna text him in a minute and find out where he is. But if we're gonna discuss where you can legally be in Las Vegas and what you can legally film, I got you, boo. Bye. Have fun, Erica. I got you, boo. Where? Hold on. Okay. I decided the best way to figure out exactly where you can and can't stand and what the rule is, because we're gonna argue we're gonna argue law. I'm just gonna bring in a Vegas lawyer. Oh, see, Alan, I don't have to, because we have a Vegas lawyer that's going to be here very shortly. Not only is our Vegas lawyer amazing, but he's an expert. Can everybody guess who the celebrity Vegas lawyer is going to be?
Have I met this person?
I don't know. You've heard of him. Everybody's heard of him. The celebrity Vegas lawyer. No, person close, not quite. Not quite. The man, the myth, the legend that had to defend Kim Blandino.
Oh, nice.
Ben Bateman's going to be here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Ben's coming. So, I'm just saying.
That man needs to be put in for sainthood.
Yes, Bubba, Ben Bateman. I love the Ben Bateman. Yes, Ben's going to be here. Because, I'm sorry, if we are going to argue about where you can stand, and can you stand in this place on the strip? Yeah, they can still hear you, text.
Okay, good.
If you're going to argue this, what I'm going to do. Right. I'm not. Oh, Raven, I got you. But what I'm gonna do, because it's been. I think Mr. Bateman is arriving. Let's see.
Let me go get my drink.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, Ben's going to be delayed a little bit. He is picking up a small person at an airport, so it's okay. But he will be here at some point. But what we're going to do, we're gonna look at this, okay? We're gonna try to figure out arguing. We're gonna try to figure out how to argue like adults. Now, I do have a fairly. Hey, Iris, love. Hey, Iris. You know, part of me wants to say, like, I have a fairly high bar for certain things, but some of them I don't. And oh my God, these people. Okay, so the Ben part, we might have to wait for Ben because he's got to pick up a small person and he's stuck at an airport currently. But let me. What are you doing? Computer? Oh, okay. My computer, I need to like delete a ton of shit off of my. Oh no. We're not kink shaming. His kids play hockey. So they're coming home from a tournament. So he's got to collect them because hockey parent life. My dad used to always tell everybody that was like the worst decision he ever made.
What,
like literally. Yeah. Not just because of like dental work and things or my ability to fight, but that like 5 a.m. ice time.
Yeah, no shit.
And I think what was even worse with it, for at least from Well, if you're a goalie, your gear is real damn expensive. Not
I
only is
remember
your
two
gear,
days. I remember 2 days in high school for football, and I realizing to myself that I must hate having time off.
um, okay, where is he in your argument? But finding my text is arguing with people because text has to be the damn difficult one. Yeah,
Hell
no, I
yeah.
did two. I did 2-a-days with football. Like, I'll take 2-a-days. I'll take a football camp.
Oh,
I can tell you, it got to a point where my father banned me from keeping my goalie gear bag in the car. That's why I had a pickup truck. Because it smelled worse than a decomposing body.
oh
My
yeah.
dad was like, can you not ruin your new car? Goalie gear does not go inside the car. Like,
That kind of
okay.
reminds me. It kind of reminds me because when I was in high school, I was like 16. Yeah, I was like 16. I had my truck. I used to one of my job was to go clean stalls at this lady's ranch, and
Ew.
of course I'm walking around in it, and after a while you get nose blind, right?
Hmm.
So I didn't smell it in my truck, but everyone else did.
Oh, yeah. No, I can tell you if you go downstairs to my basement to my goalie gear and unzip that bag, it'll still knock anybody over because I still play. That's bad.
That is that's what we call
So,
rap.
oh, yeah, that's ripe. Ripe is. Yay. I am happy you're getting better, Iris. I have missed you. Iris, I have missed it. Did you? I did not hear about the Maricopa County Twins fiasco. I could look into it though if you tell me. But here, right around here, I'm gonna start this little bit from Tat's stream. A few minutes, well, right before Captain Cranky Ass gets on, because I missed the very beginning of the Captain Cranky Ass argument. But we have text to fill us in.
Oh, I can. Well, and
And
he just got
then you
mad because I was
guys,
calling out his buddy.
that's okay. Then you guys get to listen to my inability to be a human being.
Oh yeah, you were fighting in the live chat.
Oh, yeah, I was. At one point, I said I'm taking a page out of Stone Vet's book and the bartender's going to fight the chat.
Yeah, yep.
Like, that's not how this works. That is not how this works. Law does not work this way. Let's try again, little boy. The bartender will fight you.
We don't have any bouncers here, and the bartender may try to fight you.
This bartender will fight you. I don't care. This bartender will gladly fight you. This bartender led her team for 11 years in penalty minutes. So. Oh, yeah, Tim, you're talking about the Bachelor thing. Yeah, I have been watching that. That's like funny. But we're going to share this. And then we're going to dissect things. We're going to need to dissect the ability to fight and the ability to, like, reason like a goddamn adult. Loki is the god of mischief and mayhem.
Angry Vet is special. He is the godfather of auditors.
If I can say something right.
That's David Earl Warden, who's now in prison forever for touching little kids. Your godfather is children.
Hold on.
Real quick, I want to say something right on. Yeah, there were many times in residence.
Wait. We got to back this up. Hold on. Back us up a little bit because y'all are already arguing in this.
Are you mad at me for telling Angry Vet to clean the shit out of his ears?
I didn't even get to that part. I didn't make it that far. The things that were like getting screamed in the background at my house at the same time were just
Oh, too much, huh?
No, I would say too much.
She has joined the flittle.
I know, my Iris. I love my Iris. I love my Iris. We all know that. I can't wait till like I get to come to Texas for work and then I get to see everybody. Let's see.
Hell yeah.
I'm hitting play. I will, Raven. crappy ass weather is screwing with my Wi-Fi. What are we doing here?
Remember, okay, here's the thing. Here's one thing I want to know. What makes you special that millions of people, according to you, from that exact same location, don't get asked to leave?
Oh, wait,
the
no,
one
no,
person that does.
no, I missed.
Because you
No,
provoke
we're not
something
even at the beginning of the
audience
stupid. Damn it.
You provoke an interaction that's negative. Every fraud actor is not institution, not out there upholding the First Amendment. You're out there to cause
Ah!
issue.
Come on. I have to back this up. Paul, send me that link. Send me that link, Paul. I don't care. I need ways to amuse myself some days. And I like to amuse myself by making fun of stupid. Okay, there we go. Well, text isn't on the thing here, so let's go.
Tells you to leave, just like any piece of private property. If you owned a piece of private property and you told someone to leave, then yeah, it would be well.
Come on.
Oh wow, Brooklyn Honest is going to Rikers. That's awesome.
Yeah. What is wrong with YouTube today? Like, I don't understand this. Well, I mean, I do understand some of it, but whatever.
Well, within
Oh,
your rights
Iris,
and
darling, look
limits.
at
Oh,
you.
thank you, Iris Love.
Here's Nathan.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I
Thank
gotta
you,
say
love.
this, yeah, so yeah, I'm saying exactly the same thing you're saying, Tat. You're not. I'm not saying, and I like how you say just for filming. That's an auditor deal. No, it's the behavior you were doing that elicited a response from the business owners, to which they got concerned. They came out, talked to you, did the the acting oddly, which escalated. Like, well, this is odd. So they called security, and the security revoked your open invitation, not for just filming. Those thousands and millions of people you're talking about, they're not doing anything but just going about their business, not causing any kind of alarm, not stopping, filming in the windows at people, which, I'm sorry, that may work.
Yeah,
at City Hall, it's
but
not
here's
filmed
here's the problem. Here's the problem, though.
Oh, here we go.
The
Hold on.
problem is it's it's your perception that's
No, it's not
harassment.
deception.
Just standing with a camera is not harassment. It's
weren't
your
just-
perception.
Okay.
That's your opinion. That's your perception.
No, I'm going
Just
what I
because,
saw in
just
the
because I
video.
told somebody, just
Where
because
is
I
my
told
little-
somebody to shh.
I will you is what I will
doesn't mean
do.
anything. That's your perception that's a
No,
violation
it's
or
not
criminal act.
perception. I heard you say shush.
I'll shoot you.
Yeah, exactly.
Why-
That's
why-
your
why'd you say-
perception. Of,
Why'd you say shush?
Okay. First and foremost, we're going to cover a concept that for some reason, I don't think, I don't understand where the disconnect is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just because we'll make this easy, okay? We're going to give an example because I understand that some of the people involved in this, I might not have enough crayons to explain it. They get eaten at my house too fast. So,
tell your husband to calm down.
MLS, you were gifted a membership by the lovely Iris. You know Iris. But welcome. So here's the thing, guys. If you get pulled over for speeding, right, and you go in front of a judge because you decide you're going to fight this, and the judge says, "Were you speeding?" And your response is, "Yeah, but so was everybody else. So
Yeah.
you can't give me a ticket unless you give them tickets too." No, that's not how this works, okay? Under law, there's things like selective prosecution. Okay? Just because everybody's speeding and you're the one that got caught doesn't make it legal. Like, it don't make it legal for them. You're just the dipshit that got caught. Okay? That's not a valid excuse. Like, do not sit here and say, there are 10,000 people standing there filming. Okay, and there are 10,000 people hooking up protection. Only one got pregnant. Guess what? Lucky them, just like lucky you. This is not universal. Like, we do not have to pull every single person over. Okay? We don't. One person can get the ticket. Like, you cannot stand there in front of a judge and be like, no, judge, you can't give me the speeding ticket because he didn't ticket everybody else. A for effort. Nope. Doesn't work that way. You, sir, were being enough of an asshole that you were the one they picked. Okay? Kind of like in the wild. Like, if we're going to take this really back before the internet, you don't gotta be the fastest prey. Deer, gazelle, whatever. You just can't be the slowest. Because that's the one the lion's going to catch. I just got to be slower. You just got to be faster than the slow person.
Yep.
That's it. And apparently here we just got to be less obnoxious than him. And goddamn, from what I've heard, that's anybody can do that. Shit. I could let my tiny person stand there singing Baby Shark karaoke and it would be less obnoxious from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You'd
yeah.
be right.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure. Okay, so like let's not do this, right? That doesn't work. If you are all on private property, I do not need to trespass everybody off the property. I can trespass the one person being a jackass. And then we're going to use the argument of like, but I was invited there because like it's a public business, and so like everybody, no, they are giving you permission to be on their property, but by law, they can revoke it at any time. And that's what I tell you guys all the time when we're talking about concealed carry. You can go concealed carry inside Buffalo Wild Wings, and if you look at the door of every Buffalo Wild Wings, it says you can't, like they don't allow concealed carry. Well, depending on the state you're in, like Pennsylvania here, they can't really do anything other than leave. If you don't leave, you get in trouble, but because the sticker on the window does not carry, they tell you to leave, you have to leave immediately. If you don't, you can be trespassed. But they can revoke your permission. They literally can revoke your permission to be someplace for any reason at any time. Okay? So, I've been to Vegas a lot. I like Vegas. Lots of the conferences I go to are in Vegas. If you're being that much of an asshole that they noticed you enough to trespass you, that's talent. Because if you ever want to watch a shit show train wreck, just go to Vegas sober. Just people watch. It's great. The things you see. So, like, if you were doing something that was that spectacular, you got called out for it. You tried, buddy. You tried. You did the most in Vegas, okay? You were doing the most. Just going to point that out there. Because I've seen just about everything in Vegas. And you were doing the most. Like, when I say I've seen just about everything, I saw an entire Marine Air Wing in Vegas for a Marine Corps birthday ball. None of them got trespassed. You had 200 Marines with unlimited alcohol. And they didn't get trespassed. Does that tell you? Like, does that tell you the level of stupid? God. Okay. So I'm just gonna point that out first, because like one of the things that he keeps harping on is, but everybody was in there. There was other people there, and they didn't get told to stop. There was like 10,000 other people from. Oh, well, you were being enough of an asshole that you were annoying them. Okay, great. Next.
Shush. Why'd you do it? Why'd you say shush? Why didn't you say, "How you doing? Good morning. I'm just filming." Why'd you do the shush thing? Why'd you choose that?
Why is the sky blue?
Well, because of I think it's Rayleigh scattering, or is it me scattering? Me scattering. Me scattering.
No. No. The sky is blue because that's the color. If you look at, color and wavelength, that's what's reflected. The color you see is what is reflective. If something is black, it is because it absorbs all color and nothing is being reflective. If it is white, everything is being reflected. Okay? If it's red, then only red is being reflected. This is not hard. Let's go back to physics. Okay? You should learn this in high school. So the sky's blue because, the ocean's blue because it's reflecting the sky. Because if you take a glass of water, it's going to be clear. Okay, so that's not a good argument. Hey, Richard, how are you, my love? Richard, I'm so happy to see you here. But physics. Why is the sky blue? Why are you a dumbass? What are we doing? Seriously? God damn.
Yes, me scattering. Yeah.
That was actually a rhetorical question. It's irrelevant.
No,
It's
it
irrelevant.
was very relevant. It's very relevant.
No, it's not. A rhetorical question means it doesn't, they weren't asking you because they wanted an answer. It has nothing to do with relevance, okay? You're like, it wasn't relevant. No, your answer isn't relevant because I don't give a flying fuck. The question was rhetorical. No matter what you answered, I wouldn't give a flying fuck. Okay? Let's work on that.
Because people acting
Actually, you're wrong, Guadalupe. In some cultures, the shushing is actually how they communicate.
Okay, in the Las Vegas culture. Look,
Sir, I'm gonna assume you're single, or you've got one hell of a saint in your life, because I can tell you, if you shush me, that will be the last thing you do. Why'd you shush me? That is just rude and obnoxious. And I can tell you're single because if you shushed a woman that you were in a relationship with, she'd probably knock your fucking teeth out. That's seriously, that's like walking up to a female and being like, hey, you mad? Calm down. Are you smart enough to go? What man who's in a straight relationship, or what person whose sisters goes up to a female with PMS and goes, calm down, and thinks it's going to end well? Tex, is that going to end well for you? No, we lost Tex. I don't know. No, where's Tex? Is there someplace?
I was wondering if you were taking a stab at my later comments.
No, I'll get there, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You won't shush them up. Calm down.
Yep.
No, you're stupid. You tell me to calm down, you will be down. And it's not going to be calmly. Sir, you've just not shushed the wrong person.
Yep.
You, sir. Yeah, Iris, Bubba the bird can shush me because I adore her. She's a sweetheart. And she's one of us, so she can shush. But really? and yes, Raven, like I said, black is all color, white is the absence, hence the reflecting versus what it's not reflecting.
Absorption.
Yes. But Iris, I won't shush you. Although, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I have a feeling when you and I go to Vegas for girls' weekend, there's going to be shushing involved. and Ben Bateman following the two of us around because we're going to need our own goddamn lawyer. I'm just bringing our own criminal defense attorney with us. We got him right here. Ben. Okay, Raven, sorry. My bad. Raven says I've got it. The black is no color, and black is all the color, white's the abs. Whatever. Black absorbs everything. Absorbs all light. That's why it's black. Because it absorbs
All
everything.
wavelengths. Yep.
But whatever. Let's continue this stupid. Because in a
Point is,
moment,
you're
you
on
guys are
private
going to
property,
see
and nobody
text
gets
from
act
that
any
thing.
way they want to on
Ugh.
private property. They can revoke your open invitation based, and like Tat said, based for any reason they want to, as long as it's not discriminatory against a protected class of citizens. They can't do it because you're black. They can't do it because you're gay. They can't do it because of those kinds of things. But even if they perceive, you want to talk about perception, if they perceive you as harassing that business, then that perception becomes reality. Say, look, guy, you got to go. You're on private property, and you're going to stand there and argue with a guy about no, this is a public easement. Talk about this 8-foot crap, which doesn't apply in this case. And those millions of other people, Disneyland people expect people to film. It's like, oh my God. Let's mention venues. Let's see, a concert. I would expect a lot of people to have cameras taking pictures and stuff like that. Disney, I like how you brought that up. Same thing. But a private business like this, you're zooming in the windows. That's why that cult news guy likes to go and film inside the windows of banks, inside the windows of, what consider kind of sensitive areas, and harassing customers inside restaurants. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Nobody wants to put on YouTube while they're having while they're eating lunch. It's harassing a customer. And you're doing it on private property. So you're out of there, bud. You're out of there.
Before Tex opens his mouth and gets yelled at by me. Just hold on. Yeah, you're right. You can film at Disney, and you don't have an expectation of privacy if you're being kind of filmed, because you're in a public place. But if you read if you read everything in the little tiny letters when you buy your tickets, it tells you that anytime Disney can tell you to stop filming. You are no longer allowed to film on Space Mountain because people were filming with flash. Disney tells you cannot film in certain places. If you are in what they call backstage or cast area and you film, not only will they make you delete it and trespass you, they will permanently ban you from Disney property. So, I'm gonna record. No, let's not. That doesn't work. Try again. Okay, just because everyone else didn't get busted doesn't mean you're allowed to do it too.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, Navy Texas Ranch, everybody. And listen, I am not Vegas Vips by no stretch. By no stretch. How you doing, man? By no stretch am I trying to rip you apart or anything like that. I'm saying in this. By the way, this is one of the very first full audits that I've ever watched you do. Okay, really, that from an analytical standpoint. And now, when it comes to recording a private business from a legitimate private or public space, it is your right. Should you do it? Could you do it, or should you do it? So, should you do it? To get a response, in my opinion, no. Could you do it? Yes, you can if you are standing on a public place. But if you're standing on private property, which it was proven that you were,
yeah,
then it is a different ball game. It's a completely different ball game. But you can record a bank, and you can record through the window. And by the way, for the life of me, I don't understand why banks face their monitors towards the window. I mean, that's kind of crazy to me. But either way, could you film a bank from a public place? Absolutely, you can. You can do that. But should you do it? I don't know that you should, because I think at that point you become, again, a prank channel. You're just looking for a smile. How are they going to react to this filming at the bank? Yeah. That's not really what I'm looking for as someone who served my country, who would have died to protect your right to record in public if that's the right that you want to hang your hat on. I would have been glad to give my life to protect that right.
Don't get asked to leave, but you're the one
Yeah, we'll go into like
provoke an interaction. That's
we'll go into
every
this
fraud director is not
part more when we have Ben, because he's gonna Ben's gonna comment exactly
You want to know why you said shush?
the law
There's
there.
no telling, and it's
But what I want is when this argument is, oh my God, I had an argument. Yeah, I'll come. I will join you in Vegas. Game on. Where? He came on pretty quick after this, didn't he, Tex?
Angry Vet, yeah. He after I started ripping into Vegas VIPs and all frauditors, for the fact that they do not go out there to protect the rights or constitution or anything, he gets all pissy and comes up.
Yeah, I know. So I'm trying to find him, because the where. Okay, I was like the where are you standing versus what Ben is going to come on. Hey, Cookie. Ben's going to come on and explain exactly what the legality of that is, and exactly where the easements are, and where you can and can't
What an
stand,
easement
and where you.
actually is. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a criminal. Bye, Cookie. Since he's a criminal defense attorney there and deals with it all the time.
That's awesome.
No, Raven, it's not you. It is the fact that Pennsylvania sucks. Here we go. Let's go to this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm enjoying this discussion, by the way.
Oh,
I think
yay.
that this is everybody's keeping a level
Me
head.
too.
Nobody's yelling at each other.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Until now.
Not everybody.
Until now.
Not everybody's keeping a level head here. I mean, what I saw.
All right, Angry Vet, go ahead.
What I saw was this clown Navy Ranch come into the chat and
It's
panel
Navy
and
Texas
start.
Ranch. Can you guys read English? I mean, seriously, come on now. Good
You gonna
Lord.
let me finish, Gooch? You gonna let me finish?
You can
I
at
don't
least
think-
like
You gonna let me finish?
maybe.
Then shut the fuck up and let me finish.
Go ahead, clown.
You
pie.
shush.
Yeah. Mira.
All I saw was this clown Navy Ranch come in here and start calling people morons and retards and shit like that.
Did I say retard?
There's
I don't
no,
think I
there's
said
no.
retard.
This guy's completely triggered, and if I heard correctly, I mean, he just said that I was in jail for touching a child. Is that what he said? Like,
Yeah,
or am I? Did I miss
Oh my
something?
God.
I think there was a comment in the
Open
comment section
your
about
ears and clean this shit out. That
it
is
was
not
about
what
some
it says.
sort.
Your
I don't know who it was,
grandfather of the
but
auditor movement is David Earl Warden, who is in prison for touching a child.
okay, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Clean your
Not you.
fucking ears out.
I was
You weren't-
transferring over to
No.
fucking StreamYard, you douchebag.
Then don't accuse
Holy
me of shit if you
fucking
don't even know what the
shit.
hell I said.
Okay. First, sir, don't
I
be
know.
telling people, sir, do not be
Mhm.
telling people to clean their fucking ears out when it looks like you have not combed last month's dinner out your goddamn beard. Like, do you have dreads? Like,
No,
brush
just
your
where my beard
freaking
is.
hair.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Gotcha.
sir.
man. Gotcha.
Sir, fucking wash your hair and do something with this like facial hair you've got going, because it looks like you have last week's dinner stuck in it. Okay? For one. So for one, I'm gonna need you to, before you tell people or come for things like, can we work on our hygiene? We need to work on personal hygiene here, okay? Okay, my guy? That's what we're gonna need to do. Okay?
I don't think I had anything in my beard. I combed it that morning.
I wasn't talking about you, jackwagon.
Oh, gotcha.
So for one, you're gonna need to shower. Cause you look like you smell.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be nice, but you look like you smell. But here's the thing. Okay? When we look at arguments like this, right? There's a term that comes to mind. It's called propaganda. Now, everybody has this misperception. The propaganda has to either be commercial, political. It doesn't. You, by definition, are using propaganda to try to get somebody to do something, right? And there are actually several sections. There if you learn enough about arguing, so like I said, we're going to learn to argue effectively. Okay. Propaganda always falls under certain things, either techniques of self-deception, techniques of exploitation, techniques of form, techniques of language, techniques of irrelevance, techniques of maneuver. Okay. So I'm going to say that right now, where we have here so far, right? I can pick out a couple. We've got techniques of maneuver because there are 10 techniques of maneuver. That would be diversion. Okay, we got that one. Disproving a minor point. Did Captain I need to take a shower and brush everything try to disprove a minor point? Yep. Ad hominem attacks, appealing to ignorance. Yeah, leading questions, inconsequent arguments, attacking straw man, victory by definition, begging the question. Yeah, we got most of those. He's also using techniques of language. He's using emotional terms, right? He's calling text names, metaphor and simile, because I don't think he knows those are two separate things, but they are. Okay, they're two different terms in English. You might have to go back to high school, but whatever. Emphasis. You're using quotations out of context. Did he say, I went to jail for touching a minor? No, you took a quotation out of context. The quotation was, you are a disciple of Earl, whoever the fuck, that's in jail for that. So by that, you took a definition out of context, or quotation out of context. Abstract terms, vagueness, ambiguity, and shifting meaning. Yeah. You've got most of those. Okay, you literally have like lined out two entire sections of technical propaganda. Sir, the most effective way is to pick one section. One. And then we argue under one using multiple techniques from the same category. When you start mixing categories, that's when we start contradicting ourselves. And that's when our arguments are no longer cogent. And I've seen some of you, and some of the people seem to have a problem understanding this. So I'm going to spell it cogent. Cogent argument. Okay? So when you got to go Google it. That's how you spell it to Google it before you come at me. Okay. Raven, excuse your ignorance. What's an ad hominem attack? The easiest way, would you like to explain a text, or do you want me to?
I think it's like a.
But I don't know if you wanted to. Just,
You can, yeah. I'm looking at it now because I want to get a good definition of it. I don't want to screw it up.
sure. Okay.
Okay, got it.
So, when we are looking at an ad hominem attack, where is the technical part of this?
Basically, can I give it? I can give a basic right now.
You
It's
give your
basically
basic.
it's basically when you instead of attacking someone's argument, you attack the person themselves, their character.
Right. So here's a way that I always put it. You know, when I tell you guys, if you guys are going to fight, like getting in the chat and being like, you're ugly. What does that have to do with anything? Right? It has absolutely nothing to do with anything. It's an ad hominem attack because it doesn't, you're attacking the other person as an individual rather than answer what they say. So that's what he's doing. He is trying to attack Navy Tex as a person, not what the question or the issue is, right?
Yep.
So, but I will put this one. Hold on. I'm gonna help the world out here. Every technique of, there you go. Techniques of propaganda and all the definitions. There you go. Click the link. Okay. Captain, I need a shower. Let's go.
All I heard was me being called a grandfather, and then you saying your grandfather's in jail for touching children. So
Obviously, you're
that's
not
what I
in
fucking
jail,
heard.
Are you? You're not in jail, are you? So obviously, I wasn't talking about you, Dingleberry.
Right.
Again,
Well, let's hear
Holy.
then let's hear what you have to say about me, you fucking clown.
Nothing. I said, well, no, he asked. So, okay, so I was asked, what do I think about Angry Vet, right? And I said, you're not special. You're no different than any other frauditor. And I've already said what I thought about frauditors. So there's nothing special about you.
No,
Exactly.
you don't
And in fact,
believe.
the aspect is that you're inconsequential in anything I've ever done, because anything I've ever talked about, I hardly ever even bring you up when I talk about frauditors and frauditing. So
Well,
actually less
first,
than
well, let's
consequential.
educate you here first, real quick. First, I don't really consider myself an auditor. Second, do
Okay.
you know any of my story? Any of it? Any of my military story?
react. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that you are a bad person. Never have. What I said is that the actions you've done in the videos I've seen, I comment on those, right? The only person I will for 100% fact say is a bad person is David O'Warden.
Now he's gone down a different tactic. Let's talk about this path that Captain fucking Academic is going down, right? So now he's going through exploitation, right? And there's techniques of you can appeal to pity, appeal to flattery, appeal to ridicule, prestige, prejudice, bargain, folksy, join a bandwagon, practical consequences, or passing from acceptable to dubious. And that's what he's doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What he is saying is, he's trying to appeal to, pity, with the appeal to pity. Do you even know my story? No, and it doesn't fucking matter. It's a technique of propaganda to appeal to pity. That is literally what you are doing. You're appealing to pity. You're trying to use a technique of exploitation. You are trying to appeal to prejudice with some of this. You're also, passing from acceptable to dubious, well, you're saying I'm a child molester. That's not what he said, but you're taking something that would have been an acceptable statement of, like, you're an auditor, fraud or whatever, and you're saying because I'm that, I'm a child molester. Like, these things don't go together. So what I'm going to need you to do is up your propaganda game, buddy, and take a shower, because I can smell you through the fucking screen. Let's hear the rest of this train wreck argument that Tex decided to take apart today.
Anselmo, LIA, because they have criminal records of doing bad things to people, right? As far as I know, you're a vet of the Coast Guard and the Navy. Good on you, brother. Me too, Navy guy. Hoorah. But the thing is that when I watch you guys do this stuff, I can comment and say that you are a moron for doing this, you're a moron for doing that, and that's exactly what it is, and that's what I'm saying. That's the same thing.
Well, why would you call me a moron when you don't even know the story behind what I'm doing and why I'm doing it? Wait.
Again, we're going with the appeal to, pity here. No, there's other more effective ways. Y'all need to learn to fight better.
Y'all do the same stuff, the same.
Bro, do you know why I started doing this?
Okay, why?
Yep.
I didn't ask for
Wait,
this.
guys.
I did not ask for this. I didn't go.
Guys, I think I'm going to need to make like a bingo card for this shit. Because now we've gone to another category. We're going for gullible. We're using techniques of irrelevance. Bro. Hey, bro. Degrees and titles. We're both veterans. Bro. Status. Persons or objects we have respect for. That would be family or military generally. You do not need to use all like 70 techniques of propaganda in fucking 10 minutes in an argument. You would be a god-awful attorney, for one. For two, I know 6-year-olds that can get into better arguments. Jesus fucking Christ. My guy. People don't take you seriously because you sound like an unhinged idiot.
Go out seeking this. I didn't wake up one day saying, you know what? I think I'm going to go
Feel the prestige.
exercise my rights
This is my new game. I'm just going to start
and
yelling at
try
everybody
to
now
get
as
the
he
police
fucking
hemmed
says it.
up. I didn't do that.
Feel the prestige.
This found me when the fucking VA screwed me over and denied me my medical
Appeal to pity.
attention and my medical rights, my mental health, my physical health, and had me on all the wrong fucking
Emotional
medications.
terms.
And the only way I
Yep.
got my appointment
Causal oversimplification.
was because I came into the VA hospital with a goddamn phone camera and I pulled because of that. And then the tyrant's bullshit appointment, follow-up appointment,
Conservatism,
and arrested me for fucking
moderatism,
wiretapping.
rationalization,
That
tabloid
is
thinking.
what got me into this fucking bullshit. And
Inconceivability.
you,
You want to keep
as
going,
a
buddy?
veteran, as a fucking veteran,
Oh, now
should
we're
have
going
the
to go
fucking
with
wherewithal
the appeal
to
to flattery.
understand
The
what's
appeal to
going on at the
prestige,
VA
appeal to
fucking
prejudice,
hospital
the
instead of
prejudice
fucking
against
watching my
vets.
goddamn
Right.
videos and calling me a fucking moron.
Diversion.
What's going on at the VA? Trust me. I
No,
know
you
about it.
Appeal
don't.
to ignorance.
No, you don't.
Would you show,
Attacking the
you
straw
you assume
man.
You know about me, right?
Well,
Begging
you're
the
assuming you know about
question.
me, you motherfucker. Why can't I assume
what I-
about
what I
knowing
That would be
you?
said- I didn't
vagueness
say
and
I said I know
ambiguity,
about
sir.
you, Angry Vet. What I said was I
Emphasis,
watch your videos and I
vagueness,
commentate on the actions they
ambiguity.
take. What I said was I didn't
Sophistical
assume- I didn't
formulas. Do
assume
we
like
want
a
to
lot of
keep
people out there-
going?
There's a lot of people out there that claim that you're not actually a vet, which is ridiculous.
There we go. Okay, you know what? I
Never
can't
done
listen to
that.
this
Never-
dumb
never
shit.
claimed to know anything about your life.
I cannot.
except for
I
what
cannot
you
with this
do.
shit. This right here is literally why people don't know how to argue. I'm going to turn this into a fucking bingo drinking game. Guys, we're going to start doing bingo drinking games. I'm putting all the fucking techniques of propaganda and stupid arguments on bingo cards. And we're going to watch videos and we're going to play drinking bingo because, oh, Jesus Christ, he's an idiot. Like, do you, like, and every time I'm like, that's not a good argument. Everyone's always like, why not? Okay, here's why it's not. I literally just gave everybody a list. I even gave everybody a list with definitions. How hard is this? Oh, Bob, the bar is say how I really feel. I can't say how I, like, this is not even how I really feel. Like, that's the worst part. I'm like being nice right now. But this is stupid. Why can I sit here and scream out every goddamn technique of propaganda you were using in that argument with the definitions? You have the techniques and definition. Okay? Okay? Do better. You sound like fucking BSBT in court. You are sounding like BSBT. You sound like Daryl Brooks. You literally sound like the window lickers in court. How can you not figure this out? Do better. Do not go try to have a panel argument if you don't have the intellect. Papa, yeah, I'll talk to Donut. But like, do yeah, but like, I get that they don't care, but here's the thing. Make it make sense. Like, I don't care how bad your argument is, right? When I was in college, one of my professors, we had to argue things for this class. We had to debate things. And he literally, like, we debated the stupidest shit. Grass is blue. Like, something completely, pointless, meaningless, and dumb. And we had to argue it. And you had to give a cogent, for those of you who, again, are going to Google that and they're going to tell me cogent, cogent, okay? Means like a flowing argument that you can follow. Not word fruit salad in a blender that y'all dumped a liter of tequila into. Because that's what y'all sound like right now. And it's not even a good margarita. Let's try again. Literally, word fruit salad in a blender. Like, how did you graduate? Like, oh my God, the American fucking educational, like, what is wrong with you people? I don't get this. Why? Why? Iris, actually, it is not technically illegal to pretend to be a vet. There's an entire stupidity thing with the stolen valor. It falls under free speech, according to the Supreme Court. Where you get the differentiation is if you use it for fraud. Like, fraud literally is where that line is drawn. It's gone in front of so many courts. Now, it's not too hard to, like, turn it into fraud, but you have to have you have to have an act.
Yeah.
But, I don't. Like, I can't. The next, like, 10 minutes of this argument was literally him calling Navy Tech's 4-letter words and calling him a fucking idiot. And Tech telling him he was a moron and to shut the fuck up. Like, nothing was gained or learned.
No.
There was zero value to it. None. None at all. Oh, for fuck's sake, if you're going to argue, at least have something intelligent to say. I don't have the time. If I wanted to listen to unintelligent arguments, like if I wanted to listen to unintelligent arguments, I would sit there and listen to Tex's nephew and Micro of their future marriage relationship in the show Miraculous. Or put Baby Shark on repeat and stuff a pencil in my ear. Either one of them would be less painful. I've got nothing to that. I'm sorry. What are you doing? No. Why are we doing this? Why? But this brings up my
He just stayed out of it because I was having a discussion with Vips about his shushing and how he was doing it how they do it on purpose to initiate a reaction. And then Angry Vet gets up there and gets all pissy.
Right. And you ready for like the funny thing? Okay. Again, that would be a weakness. That would be a technique of exploitation. You are either appealing to ridicule, appealing to prejudice, and more specifically, like when you look at the definitions I gave everybody, the speaker is trying to get you to buy a product or agree with a proposal by appealing to one of your known prejudices for or against something. The prejudice category refers to prejudice on the part of the speaker. The speaker is not necessarily prejudiced, but it's appealing to your known prejudices to get you to take action. Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go. Appealing to ridicule. The speaker is not trying to win an argument with logic, but they are trying to put down the opponent or the opposing idea. Sir. I understand that, there are certain people that think I'm stupid. I understand that there are people who are like, she's just a dumb this. Like, look, As everybody can tell you, my job means I'm professionally petty because it's like the definition of my job, but whatever. But regardless of that, regardless of the petty, like don't go onto the internet and argue and sound like an idiot. Yeah, he rage quit. Well, actually, I don't know if he rage quit. He like rage quit right around the same time that Pat was like trying to kick him off.
Yeah, he was ending the stream, so. But
No,
I gotta go.
it's
I'm
not
gonna
like
go.
Patty Iris. Somebody asked my kid, and they're like, "So, what does your mom do?" And she was like, "She's professionally petty." And they were like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, she'll walk into a room and be like, that garbage can has to be 47 inches away from that," and then she'll measure and be like, "It's 46 and a third. Move it." Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's OSHA. Professionally petty. Mm-hmm. Right there. Oh yeah, he told him to calm down, and he like had an all-out temper tantrum. Like I don't have to like you. I don't have to agree with you. I don't care. But the point is, if you're gonna pick a fight on the internet and argue, at least do it well. Fighting for humor purposes only, any similarity to any person living or dead is probably intentional. Side effects are a you problem. Yes, Papa. They are. Papa, I love you. You can snark all you want. You know that, Papa. Papa, you know Papa, you've got a wrench. You won't, you have a wrench. You can snark whatever you want, love. Papa, everybody knows that I will go nuclear on anybody that says anything mean to my Papa in any chat, in person or on the internet.
So, are we gonna get to what you said in the live chat?
Which one?
I don't know because I didn't get a chance to. I wasn't watching the chat, and so I was hoping you would give us some examples of you attacking folks.
Oh, everyone was just like, "Oh, Navy, Texas. Navy, Texas. He doesn't do this." Like, dude, just because his service. Oh, Navy, Texas, because he doesn't tell anybody about it. Okay.
Right.
Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Like, you think he's special because he was on a submarine. And you apparently think you're special because you can grow facial hair and not shower. What's your point? Baby shark.
Ooh.
Sorry. But like, I tell my kids all the time, if you're going to argue, at least make it worth it. People in the chat were just like, well, everyone didn't get trespassed again. We don't have to trespass everybody. Just the one person. Just one. Only one's got to get trespassed. I can ask you to leave at any time.
Yeah, I asked him that too. I was like, what makes you that special person that got trespassed? What did you do?
You can smell him through the computer screen.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, sir. But I don't. Bye, Felicia. No. Yeah, guys, and you bullet point your argument. Don't swing in circles. Yeah, like, what are you even doing here? Like, I was thinking literally. Raven. I think there are several reasons that people don't try to go after you for stolen valor. But someone tried to go after Boom and say something about it the other day.
Oh God.
It went well. It went real well. Because I didn't have to stop it. Micro did.
Wow.
Little ears perked up. And then like the head spun around. Yeah. Tim says, I've been able to grow facial hair since I was 15. You know what? It's actually funny, Tim. My 12-year-old just had to learn to shave.
Yeah, that's when I think it was about the time I started having to shave. And it was all blonde it's all blonde too, so it wasn't. But my mother could see it, and she was like, "Nope, you need to shave." And I'm like,
But the thing is, it's not the blonde; it's the Hispanic.
"Yeah,
Because I thought
is it
I was like,
patchy?"
well, no, it wasn't even that. I'm like, go wash your face. Like your face looks dirty. It's like I just got out of the shower. Your face looks dirty. Go wash it. Well, dude. Oh god damn it, go shave then. You look dirty. You look like mm-mm. Yeah, Papa has an amazing beard.
Yep,
He has an absolutely beautiful beard.
it's a goal of mine to have a beard like his one day.
We love Papa. But you been booted from the UN live stream. I mean, some of the people have heard this. Like, literally, when you want to talk about like arguing and stubborn and people that don't give a fuck, I out stubborned a concentration camp museum to the point they asked me to never email them again. But okay. Literally, when I get telemarketers like your warranty, I just give the phone to Micro. I'm like, here, honey, don't let them off the phone. You tell them all about Minecraft.
Yeah, yep, because they can't hang up on you.
You tell them all about Minecraft, okay? And just keep interrupting them. You have fun. They stop. I just. What are we doing? So next, we have the final count. I was going to final countdown song stuck in my head. I don't know why, but
Final countdown.
yeah, Tim Loki saving the world one telemarketer at a time. Yeah, pretty much. Princess, go talk. Just talk. The other day, one didn't want to talk about Minecraft, so I told her to talk to them about Pokemon. Richard, sorry to say, but you hate the beard. Richard, so like, this is really funny. Well, I mean, like, I think it's funny. I hate facial hair if it's coming near me. There is a story in the family that, like, when I was born, I think my dad had some like chops going, a little bit, but he was out of the country for something and decided it'd be funny to grow a mustache. And I cried and hid in my room and refused to go near him.
Oh,
Absolutely refused until he shaved. Like, my entire life, I could not say, I couldn't do the facial hair. And like, I can't, I love Papa's facial hair on Papa.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But like, not, you know, no, like, guys I dated that had facial hair, nope. Can't do it. You're female, you're in the infantry in 87, 89, you're on 11H. Yeah. I mean, Raven, I mean, have you seen some of the people some of the things they've been, yeah, no. I can't do like facial hair. I will say, I used to feel bad when the other half was on DI duty. He had to shave twice a day. You know you're a good Hispanic when you shave and by lunch have enough of a 5 o'clock shadow that you need to shave again. Because otherwise you look like you're out of rags.
Especially the DI, yeah.
Oh, it was like from day one. He would shave at like 5 a.m., get to the base, and after PT at like 9. They were like, shave again. Oh, yay, thanks, Papa. Yeah, Richard, I don't think he noticed, like, I don't think he realized that it was like facial hair. Like, I just think he's just oblivious to shit most days anyways. But, you know, yeah, I can't, like, I'm not a facial hair person. You shave your head, but not your face. Tin, okay. And Tex, I think the same thing about you. and I'm not the person that came up with this, so you can't yell at me too much because she's cute and little. She said that your picture reminds her of the Simpsons episode where Lisa's got the bees all over her,
Yeah.
and then like Bart rearranges them to like eyebrows and a hairstyle, and then like Marge is like, "Stop millhousing Lisa with the bees," like, you know, that like 1980s magnet thing you could do with the graphite shavings and the magnet pen.
Yep.
But Bart's doing it with bees on Lisa. Yeah, that's what she said she thinks like that you look like. So what can I
Wait till
say?
she sees me in person.
She's showing a picture, but that's just her general. I was like dying. She's
That's
like,
funny. I like that. She's adorable.
that's one word for it. Yeah, Iris, I have to drive her to school every day this week again because we hit someone else with a shoe.
Oh God, not again. Or is that the one you already told me about?
No. So here was the problem. I need to find a way to make like a child-friendly FAFO shirt because yes, well, Iris, you're gonna understand the chocolate problem. This little girl thought she was being cute and called her her first name, but turned it into an insult. Called her
Oh.
Isasmella
Mm.
and implied she smelled bad. And the bus driver said, the second those words came out of that little girl's mouth and he whipped his head around, he saw a glitter-covered Ugg go flying. And then he heard screaming. Right to the side of the head. So I have to drive her to school for a week.
Lord of mercy, that girl.
I was like, what are you doing? It wasn't a chocolate, it was an Ugg.
Same principle.
Right. But Iris understands the difference in that statement.
Yeah.
It's just like, it wasn't a chocolate, Mom. It was an Ugg. Can we know? Oh, I don't think I got to tell you this, Tex. Somebody stopped me at the store and asked me about my SRS surgery.
Oh, wow.
Someone at the store was convinced I was trans. Kept asking me questions. Michael was standing there next to me looking at them real strangely.
That blows my mind. I just don't get it.
I don't know either, but you know, I'm real unattractive. I don't know, but it was great. Erica, you're back. Hi. But yeah, it was interesting. So I was gonna do stupid YouTube lawyers, but I want Ben to be here for this because we're gonna cover the TikTok lawyer. The TikTok lawyer who thinks it is fun to copyright strike people for no reason.
That is becoming a thing.
Oh no, the Janet thing is a whole thing.
Yeah.
When I tell you the Janet thing's a whole thing, you guys are gonna love the fact that I happened to catch. Wait, okay, everybody hold on to something. He's not dead. John was live today. And Mr. Robon was reviewing a trial with his counterpart. And then tried to argue with me.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they were discussing the, towards the end of it, they were discussing the, Chad Daybell attorney recusal and the Chad Daybell's attorney John Pryor saying he wants off the case. And then got into an argument. Like a little, like the chin, like he's like, I don't know. And I commented in the chat and I said, he's part of it is because he's not death penalty qualified. And then I was informed that there's no such thing as having to be death penalty qualified as long as you're admitted to the bar. And
I
said,
did not
no,
even know that was a thing.
it is. I said, no, the state of Idaho requires you be death penalty certified. Hey Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
No, Erica, actually that wasn't it. That had nothing. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, you have to be death penalty certified in several states. So Idaho is one of them. You have to be death penalty certified if to represent someone with capital charges. And it came up like 2.5 years ago because, not about 2 years ago, when they announced they were seeking the death penalty, they had to appoint 2 capital qualified lawyers to it. Because if it made it to that phase. No, Iris, actually, it is state dependent. Erica, again, you have to be death penalty qualified in certain states. Idaho requires you to take additional classes to be certified to represent someone facing capital punishment. Some states require that you have been a second chair attorney to a capital attorney for X number of trials. So, you have to be death penalty qualified. Some states it's harder than others, but it's a thing. And it came up, and that's why John Pryor has secondary counsel. That's why Lori Vallow had a second chair counsel when they said, we have intent to seek the death penalty. Then they had to appoint someone that was death penalty qualified. Erica, wait. You understand if you're an attorney in death penalty state, why wouldn't there be more? There are not a ton of death penalty. Oh, he's gonna get out. But the thing is, you have to be death penalty qualified. Some, like I said, some states require you just take additional classes. Some require you've done a certain amount of hours. Some you have to second chair a trial for a certain amount. It's because in a capital case, you don't want a new attorney. And so a lot of states that still have capital punishment have lists. The other thing is, and I can tell you this for a fact, I know Idaho is one of those states that if you're against capital punishment, you can then choose to not take those law con ed classes, and then you don't have to represent a capital case if you have a fundamental personal issue. So, but John tried to tell me that's not a thing. So I made him pull up the Idaho bar statute and read it out loud. And I'm not even a goddamn lawyer. Erica, yeah, Chad's attorney probably does want a way out. I'm surprised he stayed this long because the Declaration of Indigency was a year ago. But the thing is, he may have still had money left, like in the retainer or whatever. Daybell's attorney, John Pryor. Oh my God, text noise.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So Pryor isn't getting paid, but he is on the list, like the conflict attorney list. So the state can appoint him and he'll still get paid. So, I mean, yeah, Erica, you're not questioning the law's logic of defending a person, but the logic of defending a person who's facing murder. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like it's to each their own, but you know, I just find it funny that like if you're a lawyer and you're going to argue with me, at least get it right. Oh no, pop up. People will not get out of line about Raven because I'll appear in their state and not in a nice way. Not being able to qualify to defend them against a murder case. He's qualified to defend against a murder case. He's not qualified to defend the death penalty aspect, the sentencing aspect. And like I said, it's state dependent. I just think it's funny when people are like, go read it. I'm not an idiot. But you're not a lawyer. I'm not an idiot either. But yeah. Erica, you hate text. Yeah, I do too. You have to join and we can discuss it one day. But. Okay, so I want to cover the Janet thing and her copyright strikes because they're fucking stupid. And they're ridiculous. And it's funny. I'm sorry. Like the arguments this lawyer is making. Runkle covered. I was dying. But I'm going to cover that. And then we're going to cover the part of Vegas VIPs because Ben's going to join us. And Ben's going to explain exactly where you can and can't be and exactly what is legal and not legal there in Vegas for that. And if anybody knows about auditors and sits when it comes to what you can defend them against,
oh God,
that's going to be the man that had Kim Blandino as a fucking client. Yeah. You know what, Papa? That's funny. You say, my reason for not becoming a defense lawyer, you want me to sit next to what? And Paul says, I couldn't be a defense attorney. I'm way too biased. So there was a point about 1.5 years ago where people were trying to convince me to go to law school to practice in my field because a lot of corporate EHS attorneys and stuff. And I was informed that I believe the exact words my cousin Steve used is I was a closet lawyer. And I was like, what's that supposed to mean? He goes, we can't let you out of the closet because you get yourself held in contempt of court in 32 seconds.
Right.
Like, you could not talk to anybody. The judge would say something, you'd be like, shut up. Touche. You got a point. But we'll cover all of that, and we're going to cover we'll cover the TikTok stupidity. There is actually an update in the TikTok psychic case. She filed papers that went public, so I'm going to cover that. And I might cover the Crumley preliminary examination, some of the stuff, because that's all starting now too. So, but it's 11 o'clock and I have some place early to be. So I am going to say good night and I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. I'm happy. I've missed you all. I'm going to try to do as much streaming as I can this week before I have to go do big kid job work. So, but hey. So I love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody's a good day.
Yeah,
good night, everybody. Be safe.